as a student and admirer of philosophy, you've mentioned several philosophers today. I think you have, perhaps in your mind, and let me know if this is an assumption, have labeled Hedgewar as a philosopher, and the study of Hedgewar has perhaps bettered your life in some way that maybe is not tangible. But how has studying him and writing a book on him changed the way like, even I have philosophical thumbtacks that I put on my wall where I'm like, I like this about Carl Jung, this is central to what I believe, I like this about this person. And then I sort of cohesively put it together when I have a conversation with someone. They can sort of understand my influences. So for your spectrum of influences, how has Hedgewar changed how you look at the world?
So it's a great question, big question. I actually don't think Hedgewar was a philosopher. I think he was a social reformer, right? He's somebody who created a pragmatic solution to the ailments of his society, right? So I think he was a social reformer. Now, all social reformers have to be embedded in some sort of philosophy. So I do focus on the philosophical, because that's my leaning. But I am also clear that this man was not just a philosopher. He was rooted in a philosophy that actually he built in a way, I think. Without, I don't think even he recognizing that he built it. But he's a social reformer because his legacy is not just his ideas. His legacy is the practical manifestation of his creation, which is the RSS, right?
If you liked the episode, please leave your key takeaways in the comments. It helps us decide future episodes. And of course, make sure you follow Dostcast on Spotify. Dostcast to the moon.
As far as how did researching his life affect me and help me understand something? Well, firstly, it helped me understand India. India is the root of my ancestors. And contemporary Indian history is so difficult, so dense, that it's very hard to unlayer and unpick and kind of go, well, what were the real forces that were driving the last 100, 150 years of Indian civilization, Indian society, especially at its lowest? So it helped me unpick all of this. The other thing is, it helped me understand how social capital can be built so effectively, so efficiently, and how decentralization, how powerful it can be. I don't think people understand how decentralized this entire movement is. And then the final thing is, like many people, I always thought there is Rajya, there is Rashtra, but really everybody focuses on the Rajya because it's physical, it's tangible.
Right.
Yeah. I now appreciate that the Rashtra is far more powerful than the Rajya. And when you then couple that with an engine that creates social capital, that's pretty formidable, right? And so I was enriched by understanding these contours of the Indian landscape. And actually, it gave me some confidence that India has and Indian society has some very, very interesting things to offer the world, even today.
Yeah. If you love this episode, make sure you leave a note at the end so we know what more to make of. And of course, follow Dostcast on Spotify, Dostcast to the moon.